So I just read this piece from this guy named Theo J. Ellis. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. He's the founder of this website called Anime Motivation. And he wrote a piece about the Funimation audio leaks and how hypocritical all these news sites like Anime News Network are for not saying anything about it. He does an overview of all of the voice leaks and some of the tweets about it, as well as some of the videos covering it and stuff. But he says right here, this is very important. Aside from the small group of anime fans who are offended by quote-unquote political correctness, most of us are bothered by the hypocrisy of the situation. I completely agree. That's what I said in my video about the Funimation leaks, but a lot of people in the comments did not understand where I was coming from. They were just like, oh, these people are making jokes in private, don't get so butthurt about it. But myself and many other people, like this guy said, weren't offended from the jokes themselves. We're upset with Funimation's hypocrisy because of how differently they handle their employees. A random tweet from a random person on Twitter was enough to launch a full investigation on Vic. But these voice recordings of Sean Schemmel and all these other people saying homophobic stuff and everything like that, Funimation completely ignores it. How hypocritical is that? He references a video from Clownfish TV that points out the hypocrisy and bias of Anime News Network. How can Anime News Network claim to be the most quote-unquote trusted source for anime news when it can't report on factual information without having an agenda? He points out all the other dumb bullcrap the Anime News Network has covered, but they didn't cover this huge story about audio leaks? This is another important part, but even in spite of all this madness that's carefully being swept under the rug, Funimation is still silent as if they're asleep. They haven't even said a word about any of it, even though they were quick to get vocal about Vic Mignogna, a man whose influence bothered Funimation enough to fire him to cover up their dirty secrets. He says that he's neutral and he's only looking at this from an objective point of view as news should be, but isn't it interesting how a college website covered the Funimation controversy, yet anime news sites like Ann and plenty of others have chosen to stay quiet? This is the article that the college website made, if you're wondering. He talks about other things, but I just wanted to point out the parts that I found very important. Thank you for writing this piece and having an objective point of view for once, because it's very refreshing as opposed to Anime News Network. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on this situation. Please like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more. See ya.